Hi guys, now it's a bit of a weird thing, but it's kind of something I'm uncomfortable talking about or reading in front of my family. So I brought this leaflet out that is from the HSE. It talks about trauma, understanding trauma. It's when I was in Tara House in Gorey mental health service, which has really helped me a lot. Just show you the talks about trauma and how it affects us all, and there's a few names in there. It's something that's affected me, right? So, just looking here, and I'm not going to go through all the stuff with you, but what I am just going to talk about is a line here from, you can tell this lad's Dutch because the way they spell Basil, it's Bessel van der Kolk. I'll show you now. Name there, just in case anyone's wondering. See that statement? Child abuse and neglect is the single most preventable cause of mental illness, the single most common cause of drug and alcohol abuse, and a significant contributor to leading causes of death, such as diabetes, heart disease, cancer, stroke, and suicide. And it talks about ACEs, which means adverse childhood experiences. French, or my Dutch in this case. But yeah, just reading through that, I took the leaflet with me and I brought it out here to the shed where I do my workouts, because it's something that I have a hard time dealing with, to be honest with you. It's something that I still love my parents, and I love my brother, and the fact that I was hit by both my parents, had issues with them, I was mistreated by a lot of family members, and I mistreated my brother. So I feel guilt towards him, and like we argue a good bit, like sometimes, we really can be at each other's throats. And I feel guilty, but I'm kind of like, he pisses me off so much, like brothers do. But I wasn't very fair to him growing up. But I think of all I've learned, and I'm grateful for that, which I wasn't before. But sometimes looking at my mum and my dad, there'll be an event or an incident that triggers a flashback. Maybe it's a bit dramatic, but like I would call throwing your 9-year-old son on the ground and kicking him in the back fucking child abuse, wouldn't you? I fucking would, yeah. And then like my mum broke spoons over my back, she slammed my head into a table, she threw me on the floor, and when I was trying to help her with something, she flung me on the ground. Slaps and hits. I got punched as well by my dad. Like, you probably notice how numb I am, but then the Scott Hutchison video, I was crying in it, but it's because I have a block that instantly goes up with this shit. Like I don't cry because I don't allow myself to go to that place to feel those emotions, or at least I've dealt with them in some way. But if you've ever experienced it, I'd love to hear your thoughts below and how you cope with it, because it's something that bothers me still to this day. Stay well, guys.